The migration began as one butterfly floated down into the Mexican town of Angangeo, Michoacan. Beatriz had not seen the butterfly since arriving in the winter with her papa. She couldn't wait to tell her abuelo. But when she got home and saw the suitcases, she knew they were going somewhere. That night her abuelo gave her a book about migration. "This will help you on your journey." He came to the bus and she waved goodbye, and as the bus rolled through town, she looked out the window and she saw the butterfly flying along with the bus. As the bus rolled through the hills, she began to miss her abuelo. She got out the book and began to read. Migration is a journey that animals take to survive. We are all immigrants in North America. She read about the animals who migrate to survive. Each spring, the butterflies begin to soar northward 50, 60 miles in a day, coming down at night to rest. She wondered how she was going to sleep on this bus for several days and nights. The book helped her pass the hours. The milkweed is home to the monarch on its journey. Each fall it sends little seeds floating like balloons to other meadows where they nestle down into the earth for the winter. And then in the spring the little seed begins to sprout. The sperm whale migrates thousands of miles through the southern oceans. The female is pregnant and must rest. She floats vertically in the water to sleep. The godwit can sleep while flying, shutting down half its brain while the other side manages the flight. When they entered the U.S., it seemed so strange to see the signs in English. She wanted to go back to Mexico, but remembered the words of her abuelo. "Beatriz, you are destined to be a voyager. Go and explore the world." The polar bear begins its migration out onto the Arctic ice cap each spring to hunt for seals. The mother whale must provide new foods for her baby. She hunts a squid. Beatriz was afraid she would miss the bus. Each day they woke to new sights, the monuments of Washington, D.C., the New York City skyline, and the Statue of Liberty, built for weary immigrants. When they arrived, she rode in the back of the truck with a girl about her own age named Sal. When they showed her the room they had made for her in the attic, it felt a little scary. She slept for the rest of the day and night. She dreamt about the little monarch butterfly, how it would rest each night, and then in the morning fly off to join the migration, leaving behind a single egg. The leaf would take care of the egg, providing its flesh for food, a poisonous food that will poison any other animal who tries to eat the caterpillar or the butterfly. Then the monarch caterpillar stretches out of its skin, becoming a pupa, a chrysalis. The chrysalis goes through a magical transformation called metamorphosis. One morning the little butterfly will emerge, and off it flies to join the migration. Beatriz woke. She found the others on the porch. The air smelled so fresh. She followed Sal down a woodland path to the bay. When she saw the water, she fell back. She had never seen this much water. She carefully climbed down the slippery rocks and touched the water, and it was very cold. In the morning, her papa said she had to go to school. "I don't want to go to school." "You have to go to school." "I don't want to go to school." She had to go to school. When she got to the school, the classroom was big and filled with children who all spoke English. When she introduced herself in Spanish, the other children laughed and she ran out into the hall. Then she heard a voice in Spanish. "My name is Anna. I'm from Colombia. I speak English and Spanish. I will help you. I will be your amiga, your friend." One day the girls found monarch caterpillars in the milkweed patch. They put the leaves and caterpillars in jars to take to school for a class project. Each child got their own jar and they watched as the little caterpillars grew and became butterflies. When the day came to release the butterflies, she told her friends that she would be leaving back to Mexico. They were very sad. But Beatriz was beginning to feel at home in the world, like the butterfly and the polar bear. On the journey home, they saw the monarch migration. "Papa, they're going back to Mexico too. It's beautiful." And finally the bus rolled back into Angangeo. She ran the final blocks to her abuelo's house. And the next morning her papa took her to the reserve. She felt her mama smiling down through the millions of butterflies.